play a game. Your server has grown with the illusion of being anti-cheat. You capitalize on people's ignorance of your past, pretend to be different than any other server. Unfortunately for you, I plan to expose what it truly is. Let's see how your server does when the facade finally disappears.
I want to start off by saying that I strongly believe that people can deserve second chances. I genuinely want to be wrong when judging others, but unfortunately that's almost never the case. More often than not, they just prove me right, sometime down the road, if not immediately. This time is no different. In this video, I will go over everything they don't want you to know and even prove that they are knowingly breaking the values the server claims to have. The server I'm referring to is called Eden, a new and upcoming rating server that claims to be anti-cheat. While the server is still relatively small, I believe the reason they have grown so quickly is because of their partnerships with anti-cheat guilds, servers, or other similar communities. Ultimately, it's up to their partners to decide whether they want to maintain their partnership or not. However, I wanted to clear up any false pretenses because there are a lot. The owner also reached out to me asking to partner with the anti-cheat server I run, which I obviously declined. Was already familiar with who they were from a friend who was in one of his many guilds. I also recently had an interaction with the other owner regarding fair play in a certain competition he joined, which is super ironic when they claim to be anti-cheat. More on that in a little bit. Before I go any further, please note that I do not condone harassment of any kind or for any reason. I don't like having to do this, but in this case, it is necessary to back up my claims. Anyways, I already knew he at the very least used to cheat due to being on the cheater list. A while back on one of his old names, he claimed that he hasn't used cheats for well over a year, which is fine, but it didn't take very long to verify that the claim wasn't true. If you don't know what is wrong with this screenshot, allow me to explain. Look at the map and the players on the screen. Before you say that he just set opacity to 0 in the registry editor, this is what 0 opacity actually looks like. It only applies to the actual player, not the star, which stays at your normal settings. Also, opacity settings don't work in the Nexus regardless. I also had concerns with the other owner joining Duped Key Family Runs when they claimed to be anti-cheat, which he said that he wouldn't do anymore, which he did very soon after. Even after everything I explained so far, that is still not the worst part. A friend of mine joined their VC to see how things went, and within a few minutes, they discussed running Duped Keys, which I will play for you now.
I made this offer to Pride. Today, we have a bunch of keys, right? Fucking gold keys. The only issue is that they are duped. They are made in a specific way so that it doesn't get caught like the rest of the other dupe keys. They have their own IDs, they all have different modes, and they are generally
I
safe.
would be down.
I'm
Yeah,
down
really safe
because
keys.
if they're different mods, they're not very detectable
Oh,
whatsoever.
fried. Oh, something that you don't know because me and Rage updated this. We're not really gonna do much of the server being anti-cheat, considering that grunts are growth ability.
Sure, saying something is different than actually doing it, but here is key 1 and here is key 2. And yes, this was actually done in the server, also was done after Deca's recent blog post warning players about participating in duped keys, so join their runs if you want to risk getting banned yourself, I guess. That is pretty much it. At the end of the day, it's just yet another server that says one thing and does another in their best interest regardless of anything else. I was really hoping that you would prove me wrong, but it didn't even last more than a few days. Well, now people can see things how they really are.